Oh, daggum, that hit me hard. Hey folks, Nas here. Appreciate you joining me for another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. So, in the last couple episodes, we've been dealing with some of the, I believe they're Epsilon bases, Xerox bases. Yeah, I'm going to say Epsilon because they got the EPS next to them. Yeah, they're all EPS. But Xerox, I guess it's kind of the same faction. And we did this patrol vessel level 3. Actually, one of the cannons from this landing pad took care of the patrol vessel headquarters. When I took over this base, the cannon shot this one over here and destroyed everything on it. I just couldn't find the core to replace it to make it mine. So I'm assuming it's buried within the blocks, building blocks somewhere, probably under the base. But there was nothing on it. There was no NPCs, nobody like that. It was just a empty building now. But we had this drone base that had a ton of turrets all the way around it. Now it's a level 2 base. It didn't appear to be, at least at this point, I don't remember it being shielded. But I may have to fly back over there and check that out. But regardless, we've been collecting materials and dropping stuff in the factory for, where is it at? The Nasari Explorer, the ship that we're, interstellar travel and stuff like that. And we've got plenty for that. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put it in the factory and have the factory produce it. And then I want to also, so I don't use materials for this, I want to be able to have this ship for sure. And then what I'm going to do is come over here. I've had the Quantum Nasari, which is essentially my fighter. And I was talking about spawning this in the last episode. However, since then, I had realized in the last episode that I didn't have the battle miner up on the workshop like I'd mentioned in the last episode. And I went through and I made sure to put it up on the workshop. However, I was doing some testing before this video and unfortunately I couldn't spawn it in. So the battle miner, which is the Smashin' Nasari, I couldn't spawn it in because I had too many of a certain block. Now the game doesn't tell you which block you have too many of. So you have to go through and figure it out yourself. And I found out I had 2 extra rocket launchers on it. So in the time that I had made it public, if you had gone and visited the workshop and tried to spawn it in and it told you the same thing, it's now been fixed and updated in the workshop. So you should be able to go back and be able to spawn this in just fine without having the issue of the 2 rocket launchers, 2 extra rocket launchers. So I had originally had 6. You can only have a maximum of 4. I was thinking you can have 6, just like you could have 6 of the mining turrets, and you can have 6 of the Gatling guns. No, you can have 6 Gatling guns, 6 mining turrets, 6 mining lasers, 6 Gatling guns, but you can only have 4 rocket launchers, and you can have 6 turrets, the little auto turrets. So that threw me off. I was thinking everything was 6 and I was wrong. I had to go back and find that. I fixed it. It's fixed on the workshop. At least it should be. If it's not, let me know. I'll go back and I'll do it again. But feel free, any of the vehicles that I've got on the workshop, feel free to spawn those in, check them out. If you see something that I need to change, in other words, it doesn't function as it should, feel free to go in my Discord, leave me pictures, and you can leave me a detailed description or whatever that probably should be changed or whatever, or suggestions to make a better class vehicle or something like that. But I think I've been doing pat myself on the back, don't hurt myself doing it. I think I've been doing a fairly decent job of staying on top of these vehicles and making them usable in the vanilla game. But anyway, that being said, I have been making some missiles to put in our vehicle, and I want to, let's go into the factory. I want to add the Nasari Explorer. We're going to add that to the factory. You can see we've got all the materials for it and everything. And we're going to start production on that. Now what that's going to do, it's made, because I have the settings changed to where it just makes it instantly, so it takes like 1 second to make it. So now it's made, I can spawn it in. And it's kind of big. Let's get that up to where it's going to turn green at some point. There we go. And we're going to spawn that in. Just like that. Yes, it seems big, but I have even a bigger ship that I've been working on as well. The vehicles that I'm making tend to get bigger and bigger. Good job. Settle down. We'll take a walk through it real quick. So we got the landing pad here, which is actually for the hover vehicle. So we can actually put our little hover miner in here and carry it with us. That way we can use it, which it's really not great. It has a single purpose. Let's see. Can I put fuel in this? I don't want to put all my fuel in it, that's for sure. I bet I can't reach the building. The building's got extra fuel in it, but I'll just manually open the doors and stuff. But anyway, we can come in. This elevator, as you come in, takes you to the roof access, and then there is a landing pad for a small vessel, which both of my new small vessels just barely fit on there. The small vessel I've been using fits just fine in both the bottom and the top, but the bottom can only house the hover vessel that I have, the hover miner. We've got farm plots. We got 18 farm plots in here. We got our kitchen, and we have 2 refrigerators. We can have 1 for materials and 1 for produced products. And then that side over there is just like this side. It's just an access, whether you want to come in left or right. And then we come through here, we've got the container controller, which is at 311,500 volume, 311,500 volume. And literally right across the aisle from it, we've got the advanced constructor. You can see it up here in the top left. And then literally right above the light is a small constructor. So if you wanted to just start producing ingots out of the ores that you're mining, you can set that in that little constructor above, and which leaves this constructor to be free to produce ammo or components or whatever you need. That way you can run them at the same time. We keep going forward. We've got, I believe this is the ammo controller right here. Is that right? No, secondary storage. So this is additional storage. So like when we are out raiding buildings and stuff. And of course, you've got ammo storage on the opposite side. We've got, I believe, all of the medical devices in here. Yeah, we've got all of the medical devices. The only thing I don't have in here, and you could add it if you wanted to, is the cryo chamber. I don't have that in here, and I probably should have put it in here. I mean, you can remove one of these plants and put it in here and stuff, but I'm going to make sure that it is in my next capital vessel. Sorry, was losing my train of thought. Of course, we've got our locker here just as we come into our cockpit area, or the bridge, I guess it would be called. I used a lot of the heavy windows. I love the windows in this, so I think they turned out really nice. I like that they didn't have any of the seams in them or anything like that. And of course, we've got a couple of beds in here, bunk beds, of course, and then closets. You do have access to get in and out of the ship from the front also. All on sensors, so you can see everything closes up when you get far enough away. And then, of course, it should open up. If it was actually on the ground, it would open up as you walk up to it. Wireless controller there, ventilation all through the building, core, another access to the outside over there. And then that's pretty much it. We've got the repair station here also. Like, we've got the windows on the floor and on the ceiling. I think it would be kind of neat to be, you know, while you're in space, you'd be able to see through the floor and through the ceiling and stuff, because you're kind of closed in the rest of the time. Scanners up there. You've got your warp drive behind this window here. I believe the pentaxid tank is there as well. No, pentaxid tank is on the other side, and it looks like oxygen tanks and generators are back behind there. I don't remember. Don't remember what I put out there. Then, when you're landed, the turrets, these little personal turrets right here, they're going to pop out when you're landed because they are tied to the landing gear. When the landing gear is down, these little turrets pop out. When the landing gear goes up, these guys go hide away. But that is the Nasari Explorer. I'll have to get some fuel and stuff and put in there, but we're not going to run that right now. I just wanted to go ahead and spawn it. It's in. We'll start utilizing it in a few episodes. But I do want to bring in the Smash and Nasari. Now, I can't have the Smash and Nasari and the Quantum Nasari at the same time. I just can't have them. Because you can't get either vehicle in that parking bay right there because of this cantilever. You can only park one up top. There's not space for two up top. So I've decided to bring in the battle miner, which we need to go in and we need to put it in the factory, but I have to unlock these items in the tech tree. So we'll go ahead and select small vessel. We're going to go down. We definitely need the T2 drill laser. I believe we need the large thrusters. And the gravity shield, I think. Excuse me, gravity gem. Let's go back and check. What else we got? The thruster jet medium. Oh, the CPU extender. Yeah, because it's a T4. So let's go do that. Small vessel, T4 extender, and the medium thruster jet right there. That should be everything. Yes, now it's white. So we can add that to the factory. Now, we need some more items for this. We need 12 optronic bridge, and we need 4 of the matrix. And I believe we can purchase these at the vendor in the south. So let's go ahead and hop in. This guy here has definitely seen better days, but let's hop in our vessel and go see what we can purchase. Because I believe I've got some 300,000 credits or something that we can purchase some of those. Let me turn on the markers. Yeah, the open market down there. Let's head to the open market and see if we can pick up the items we need for that battle miner. Alright, we've arrived at the open market here. Looks like I need to eat a little bit. Let's grab a ration. And I believe this guy in the back left corner is the one that sells the bridges and matrices? I'm not sure. What's the plural of matrix? Matrices? I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Now, we need the bridge. He's got 43 in stock at 16,000 a piece. And then we need the bridge. The matrix. I need 4 of those. I'm pretty sure. Let's double check. Let's go into here. We need 12 bridge, small, 4 matrix, small. So let's see what we can do here. Talk to you. Bridge. Yeah, I've got 332,000. So let's go 12. Whew, 195,000. So we need 12 bridges. Can I have those in my inventory? 12 bridges. And then we need 4 matrix. Woo! Bam! We're down to 33,000. Might need to make some more sniper rifles. Probably have to do that when I get back to base. Let's see. Now, we can put those in the factory. Drop those in there. Boom. 4 matrix. And boom. We got the 12 optronic bridge. And we can start production on that. Now, granted, I'm not going to spawn it here. I'm going to spawn it back over at... oh, are you kidding me? I just made the wrong vehicle. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Of course I did that. Why wouldn't I do it that way? Dang it. Okay. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I wonder if I could spawn it. And then remove all of the blocks, put them back in the factory to be able to make the battle miner. I know that would be time consuming. You know what? It might just be easier to go ahead and spawn in the quantum asshole, utilize it, and make the money to where I can come back and buy the right stuff for the battle miner, because I would really rather have the battle miner because of the mining capabilities when we're in space. Now, granted, the Phantom Nasshole, the Phantom Nasshole does have 1 mining laser on it, so I can mine with it. It just won't mine as much or as fast. And the Quantum Nasshole doesn't have missile launchers on it. It only has the Gatling guns and the turrets. So I guess we'll test that out. Dang, I can't believe I messed that up. Actually, I can. I can believe that I would do that. That's some shit that I wouldn't pay attention to that I just did. Get in a hurry, get distracted, click the wrong thing, which I clearly did, but whatever. I'm sure you guys will yell at me in the comments. Let's head back to base. Let's spawn in this new vehicle, transfer some stuff over. And let's go see if we can take on some kind of a small base. Because I don't know if we have time to take on a big base today. We'll see real quick. All right, we are back home here. Man, I can't believe I did that. I say I can't. I can. I really can. Now, we got the Quantum Asshole, so we're going to spawn this dude in. Where are you at? It's definitely bigger than my current one. I would like you to turn green. There we go. And spawn. There we go. And we can get stuff out of here. Matter of fact, can I... Quantum Asshole. We're literally just going to shift everything over. That's so much easier. Then, ammo controller, just shift everything over. Then we can go, I don't think there's anything in the fridge. The pentaxid tank has just a little bit left. So let's go to the pentaxid tank over here and shift everything over. Now, I think I've got some more pentaxid in the base. Now we're going to go player. And then we'll just leave that the way that is. It's got sensors on it, so that way you can come in the door. You could walk inside the vehicle and everything. You've got 2 constructors in here, so you could, you know, be crafting components and crafting ammo, whatever you want to do. Let's see if we can get some fuel in here and get this thing running, actually. Take that 24 right there. That should be enough to get us at least going. Fuel. 24. It took all 24. Okay. It takes 24 to have 100% fuel in this thing. 24 of the quad packs. There we go. Plenty of light inside. You can actually spawn your drone inside and utilize it, so you can actually park or hover or whatever and get your drone and get out and mine or whatnot, and you don't have to worry about any of the creatures, you know, getting you or at least attacking your character. Got the locker there, the armor locker. We've got container controllers here. So we've got the standard container controller. We've got the ore and wood controller. It's got about 8,000 capacity on it. The container controller, again, has about 8,000 capacity on it. And then we've got another controller back here in the back. It's the ammo controller. You can see there. And it's got 7,600. So there's plenty of storage if you know, throw stuff around and you know, deal with it later. You got the O2 station. You got a refrigerator. We've got a gravity gen, which we could turn off since we're on the planet, but a gravity gen would probably be nice in space. You got the wireless controller there. If you literally look between the wireless controller and the armor locker, you can access the pilot cockpit from there. However, when you get out, obviously you're on top of the vehicle. Now, my battle miner is a little bit different because it has an open cockpit and it doesn't pop you outside the vehicle. It's kind of why I wanted the battle miner, because it pops you out of the cockpit, but you're still inside, like here. You would still be inside this area here. Whoops, I walked up on that too quickly. Let's let it reset. There we go. Up, did it again. But it has an access to where you can sit in the cockpit inside, and when you get out of the cockpit, you're still inside the vehicle like this. So you got the warp drive, you got the core and everything back here, you got generators. I did check everything, so you can walk in all the different corners of the inside and you don't have to worry about any of the radiation of the heat. So I did make sure that the inside was completely safe. Let's turn off the gravity generator. We'll deactivate that because we don't need gravity on a planet with gravity. Let me hop into the little drone here, kind of give you an aerial view of the ship. You can kind of see it's definitely bigger than the Phantom Nasari. I kind of like it. It's kind of sporty. All the engines are in the back. You've got the little turrets here on the side. You got one on each side of the engines. You got one on each side in the front, and then you have two on top. And then, of course, you have 5 of the Gatling guns and then 1 laser turret. So you can go mining with this ship, just not as effectively as you can with the battle miner. Alrighty, now I was making missiles. I don't need missiles. I don't need missiles because this vehicle doesn't have missiles. Okay, no worries. All right, let's hop in this thing here. Nope, don't run into the ramp. You can also adjust the sensor on this. The sensor is actually right outside the door here. It's that one on the top there with the red dot. You can adjust those sensors to where that door starts opening sooner. That way you don't have to wait on it like I do. All right, let's hop in the vessel. I'm gonna go up. Oh, you know what? I need to check my pentaxid real quick. Let me check the pentaxid, see if I've got any more. All right, I do have a little bit of raw pentaxid, and I hope we can get some more of that. Actually, if we get some money, I could buy some more. Let's see. We'll go in here. And... no. I need to put stuff in here. Then I can go in here. We can change this to the container controller so that way it has access to the pentaxid. Can I make... yes, I can. I can make refined pentaxid in the vehicle while I'm flying. So what did I have? 18? We'll just punch that twice and we'll see what comes up. All right. Now, let's turn on... do I have all my markers on? I can hit the right button. There we go. Open market. The advanced spa. I think that's where we were working last time. No, the advanced spa is there. Let's remove the advanced spa. And then we're going to come back over here to this drone base. And we're going to mark it real quick. We're going to go in here and make sure our shields on. No, the shields are not on. Those need to be on. Shields on. Oh, I don't have oxygen in this thing, but I have oxygen in my pocket, so I'm not terribly worried about that. It is airtight, so you can pressurize that cavity and have it pressurized if you want to. I probably won't ever do that because I just have my suit on. I almost never take my suit off because if I do, I'll forget to put it back on. Apparently my game sound is acting up because it literally just shot a drone. I got credit for it, but I never heard my guns go off. Can we... so this is a communications center right in front of us. Wish I could zoom in. Where are the turrets? I want to see where the turrets are at. We're not even loaded to shoot anything. Okay, so I got to get really close on that. And we're going to have at least 2 turrets shooting at us from this point. If I can... this isn't where I was going originally, but we are going to need to take care of this. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's back up and get our shields back. See if we can take these turrets down with just these guns. We got to be within 11 to even hit them. Nope. Nope, I'm losing blocks now. Taking a lot of hits. How many blocks did I lose? Did I lose any guns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No guns lost. That's good. Okay. Actually, I don't see that we lost any blocks. Now, the ship is hardened, so it is hardened steel on the front of the ship. I don't know if I'm damaging that or not, but I can only hope that I am. Where is... So we do have the pentaxid. Let's put the pentaxid in my pocket. And let's go over here to manage. Let's drop that in there. Oops, I need... Okay, so that gives us a little bit more. Okay, so there's one turret down. Let's get down below this one a little bit. Back up. Because that other base is shooting at us. Gain this one back. See, if we can get rid of enough of these turrets, we can actually... Wow, he's... Okay, we can actually start raiding these bases. Alright, let's try and get in here. We're just going to have to tank it a little bit. Alright, we got that one down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's reload. We're going through some ammo. So I should probably go in here, go to devices, go to one of my constructors. We'll access it. We're going to output to the ammo. And we are going to produce more ammo. I should have... We got wood. What do we need for it? And steel. So we have iron. And we have wood. Okay, so we should be good to go. 100 count. There we go. We'll start producing like 6,000. Now, where is there a door on this side? I know the door's not on this side. I know. You want to shoot at that. I'm not close enough to shoot that. Alright, let's get around here. This is totally not what I had anticipated doing, but if we can take out a few of these, that'll be good. Whoop, level up. Now, there's going to be... Did we take out any of the turrets on this base? Okay, so... Oh, we did. We took out 2. So there's 2 turrets missing on this one. So let's... Alright, time to get out. Okay, full again. See if we can get back down here. All weavy-like. Alright, out, 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 out. Did I lose anything? The main thing I'm worried about are the Gatlings. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 Gatling guns. Okay, so I'm still good on the Gatling guns. I mean, that's something, because you're being attacked by at least 3 bases. I'm almost sure we even were shot by that 4th base. Those frickin' homing rounds. Alright, let's get in here. Whoop. In here again. Oh, daggum, that hit me hard. And I still didn't get that daggum turret down. Alright. Oh, we've still got to recharge here. Okay, let's get in again. Alright, we got that one down. Let's back out and get our shields back up again. This is just, it's going to be a back and forth on these bases. And that base right there has 2 turrets facing us. Now, and the doors, I don't know where the doors are at, but I'm going to guess that the doors, whoops, are definitely touchy. Oh, dang it, watch it. Yeah, see, that's got those homing missiles on it. Okay, can we come around? Where is that homing missile coming from? Because we definitely need to take care of that. Let's turn these off real quick. Oh, there it is, right on the corner. Back out. Yeah, we're definitely going to go through some pentaxid here. I mean, it's working. It's slow, but it's working. I think it would go a little bit easier if I had the missiles. Yeah, we're down really low on our pentaxid, so I think we're going to have to wait. All right. Oh my goodness, that sounded like something blew up Excel. Did it? Did something blow up? Oh, I lost my mining laser. Gosh, dang it. All right, well, that's not good. I didn't lose any guns, but I definitely lost the mining laser. All right, well, we're going to retreat. I'm low on pentaxid and everything, so that sucks. I didn't back up in time. I got too close. We'll have to visit those another day and take out some more turrets. In the meantime, I think I may actually have... That's not what I'm looking for. I think back at the base, I think I have a laser turret in storage. I think we got it as a... We found it in loot somewhere. Well, alrighty. I think I am going to, between episodes, I think I'm going to make some more sniper rifles and try and sell them so we can make some more money. And that way we can get the battle miner actually in here. I just wish we had... I mean, obviously that would have stronger shields on it. But that, I don't know that would be as maneuverable. And it only has the turrets on it. It doesn't actually have Gatlins on it. Because it's not meant to be like a battleship. I could use a landing pad, actually. I got too many cars in the front yard. They're all up on blocks. Well, alrighty, folks, I appreciate everybody joining me today. We will revisit these Epsilon bases in the next couple episodes because I would like to take them all out before we leave the planet. I think that would be a good accomplishment. But I appreciate everybody joining me today. If you are liking these episodes, definitely click that like button. Let me know in the comments how you handle some of these bases in the vanilla version of Empyrion Galactic. You know, your strategies on taking care of these bases and stuff like that. Feel free to join my Discord. The link is in the description. I'd love to have you guys in there to, you know, carry on some discussions about Empyrion. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It greatly helps the channel. And we will see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.